I love questions like these. Okay, so this guy is feeling insecure about his small penis, and he's worried that he won't be able to satisfy a woman with such a small penis. Okay, what do you do if you feel like you're in this guy's position? Well, first of all, most guys worry about the size of their dick, but to be honest, it's anywhere between 5 to 7 inches from the top of the base to the tip. If it's between 5 to 7 inches, which 90% of guys, or I don't know what the number is, but it's most guys fall well within that curve. So if you're in there, don't worry about it, dude. You're fine. But this guy's worried because he feels like he's less than that. So if you're less than that, keep listening up, okay? Because you actually don't need a penis to satisfy a woman. Now, I know you're saying people are going to be like, oh, what are you talking about? Okay, just ask a lesbian, okay? Just ask a lesbian about her sex life, and you will understand that they put us to shame, okay? Because God gave us these and this as well, okay? You don't need it. All women come from their clitoris. I'm talking about even clitoral orgasms and vaginal orgasms, okay? A lot of people think that they're different things, and they are different things. They might have a different feeling or sensation to them, but the clitoris is actually a lot bigger than you think. So think of it as like an iceberg. So the tip of the iceberg is what you're actually seeing on the exterior of the skin. So if it goes like this, that right there is the clitoris. Okay, that's the tip of the iceberg. It's actually quite a bit bigger, and it goes into the vagina, and it gets a lot bigger than that. So when you're actually having sex with when it's vaginal sex, and you're going in, you're actually still hitting the clit, and that's what's making her come too. Most women come from stimulating the clit at the tip, and I think about half come from vaginal orgasms, but all of these orgasms come from the clitoris, and you can stimulate that with your fingers, you can stimulate that with your tongue. So get good at doing those sorts of things. I'm going to be coming out with videos about how to finger a girl. I'm going to be coming out with videos about how to do appropriate cunnilingus oral sex, how to make sure that you're satisfying her in those areas. There's also a lot of positions that you can use as a guy with a smaller penis. Okay, for instance, anal. Anal's great for guys with a small dick, because most of the time, if the dick's too big, she won't even be able to do it. You know, like a lot of girls, if your dick's too big, they won't even be down for that. It's just gonna hurt them. But it can be actually very pleasurable for a girl. She can, probably play with her clit or something like that while you're doing anal sex with her. So that kind of stuff can be an option for you if you have a small penis. Also, too, you want to be thinking about, okay, so how does a woman receive pleasure? Well, she receives pleasure through her clit. So if you're able to stimulate her clit while you're inside of her, even though your penis isn't that big, you can still get inside of her. She can still feel pressure, but she can also be stimulated by, like, let's say if you can get your pelvis to rub in a certain way on her clit. So there's a few positions that you can do for that. One of them is if she kind of gets on top of you and you guys are putting your legs flat together, then if you go inside her, then she's able to rub she's able to rub against your pelvis and stimulate her clit that way, while you're also able to be inside of her as well too. So those are some great options for you as well. But again, I think you guys, there's a lot of insecurities and worries about this. I mean, women talk a lot of smack about a guy's dick if they're a mean-spirited person and they're trying to upset you because they know it gets to us. But in reality, women care about traits a lot more, other traits more than a guy's dick size. I mean, I think the size of a guy's penis, when psychological studies were done across the board for women, the size of a guy's penis mattered about as much as the type of car that he drove. I think it was slightly below the type of car that the guy drove. So there's a lot more important traits that women are looking for. Women are looking for a guy who's kind. Women are looking for a guy who's confident. Women are looking for a guy who's ambitious, who takes action, who's charismatic. All of these traits matter way more than a guy's dick size. So if you're worried about that and you have an insecurity around that issue, and even you're thinking, okay, well, I just want to be able to satisfy her sexually, you still can. You still got your fingers, you still got your tongue. The key here is that you want to make sure that you understand female sexuality a little bit more. Women take a little bit more time than men. I mean, I've used the example before where if sex is like a movie and the actual penetrative sex is the last 5 minutes, women are much more concerned about that first hour and a half leading up to this last 5 minutes than they are about the last 5 minutes in general. So don't be skipping on the foreplay. I mean, this is where you're going to be using your hands and your tongue and all of that good stuff in general in there anyway. So stay tuned for some of the videos that I'm talking about this with. Don't be too insecure about it, you guys. It's not that big of a deal. You can still get a woman to come. You can still get a woman to crave about having sex with you. It's totally possible, okay? So hopefully this helps, man. Hopefully this helps any of you guys out there that are that feel like you're struggling with this problem or a little bit insecure about it. Amen. There's no reason to me. So thanks a lot, you guys. If you made it to the end, consider subscribing. Come out with videos like this every single week. I talk a lot about how to get the girls that you want in your life, coming out with practical, actionable dating advice. I also have a mentorship coaching program where I take guys that are trying to take their results up to the next level. If you feel like you're plateauing, you feel like you're not improving, sometimes you might need someone to help you out that's going to pinpoint where you're failing and help you improve upon that. So if you're interested in that, shoot me an email. Thanks a lot. Good luck out there, you guys.